I'm Sam.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done for being Sam. I'm Martin.
I'm never complimented on that alone.
Hi.
Martin, it's a pleasure to meet you. And
if he's so keen on all this personal surveillance business, I figured he'd want everything that was in my special bag.
We did our own amnesty and all the people who've appeared in this programme, and they were all more than happy when we talked to them about DNA database and so forth, to hand over not just their DNA, but all sorts of personal information. I've brought it all along today because we know you're an advocate of all of this sort of law, right? And we've got basically every kind of record you could possibly need to keep tabs on us as citizens and potential criminals.
Go on then.
This is first out of the bag, right? This is, look, my prized pair of old West Ham underpants.
Right, that's very nice.
That carries every kind of DNA you could possibly want. Those are 10-year-old pants. Don't touch them, for crying out loud, man. There's an old passport.
My God.
Look at that.
You wouldn't.
I was a looker even when I was in adolescence.
You were last in the queue, weren't you?
There's a credit card statement. I've taken out most of the pages that, you know, there's a lot of pornography and that kind of thing.
That. You know, all of this stuff is collectible, isn't it?
Okay, what about this then? Wee-wee. That's my wee-wee.
But we again,
would you put that on? Would you put that?
We hand that over already, don't we?
If you own
drunk drivers hand over wee samples.
But listen, I haven't been done for anything
Special
yet.
clinic.
So you can only keep tabs on people who have previously been arrested or stopped by the police for something. That's never happened to me as yet. If I donate this urine to you right now, then you can use this urine against me should you need to. See what I'm saying?
Or we could possibly use your urine to exempt you from inquiries and stop you being...
Precisely.
If I was to take anything from you which would help eliminate you from inquiries and possibly enable society to be more secure, if we went down the road of a national database, I think I'd take your hair and I'd have your name, rank and number as per your passport. And I think that's frankly all we need. I think the rest of it...
You're not interested in a school report just for character purposes?
And the rest of this stuff you can get anyway.
I couldn't shop Martin. Nearly everything I wanted to give him, he told me that the government already had access to anyway. This was getting a bit scary. The government start off by saying they just want to keep an eye on terror suspects, but before you know it, they want a fingerprint and a wee-wee sample from all of us. It's as if the state is addicted to monitoring ordinary people. We have more CCTV cameras than anywhere else in Europe. There's one camera for every 14 people. And the average person in Britain gets filmed more than 300 times a day. I got a glimpse into the future when I came here to Middlesbrough in North Yorkshire. This town is famous for its CCTV system. Here, cameras can follow almost every step you take. I was a little unnerved by the thought of all that constant filming. I wondered how the people running the joint would feel if we did the same to them.
Hello. Right, you're Mike, hello.
I am. This is Tony, my colleague. Nice to meet you.
Tony, hello. Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too.
Right.
Thanks for having us.
Oh,
I'm very excited about seeing your cameras.
It's interesting. It's interesting. And it's, you know, it's basically it's a development of what CCTV is about.
It's the next step.
Are you recording, by the way?
Yeah.
That's a bit cheeky, isn't it? No, come on.
Like the cameras out on the street.
That's not. No. If you're going to play games, I'm not playing. So you know, we're going to do this properly. All right. So put it down. You're not filming. You know.
For someone who was so fond of filming people without their knowledge, I was a bit surprised by Mike's reaction. But after a few minutes, everyone was back on good terms, and control room boss Jack Bonner allowed me to have a look at their cameras. He's very proud of them, as he knows they've got something extra special to offer the common criminal. In the relentless fight against crime, they don't just film you, they talk to you as well.
Your behaviour is being monitored by CCTV. It is being recorded and the police are attending. Warning, CCTV are monitoring and police have been contacted. Warning, the police are attending. Your behaviour is being monitored by CCTV.
But when someone came up with the idea, I mean, that's proper, what do they call it, blue sky thinking. Someone's got up in a meeting and said, why don't we make the cameras talk to them, right? You must have, didn't you think, we'll never get away with doing that? Isn't that a bit intrusive?
No, it's not intrusive.
Don't people in Middlesbrough take exception to being watched constantly and even, you know, spoken at?
No.
They don't? You haven't had any complaints at all?
No. We also do it with the request and with the the permission of Middlesbrough residents. And we do it in cooperation, in coordination with them.
I mean, you say you've got the permission, but I mean, have you got direct permission from all of them? You know, there's not been a vote on this or a referendum, has there? I mean, the fact is, I would assume that most people haven't expressed opinion one way or the other.
Nope.
Jack agreed to let me test the camera for myself.
I think they look scary. Anyway, it is a camera and it's probably looking at me right now. In their surveillance centre, I had a look at the main crimes they're on the lookout for, forms of behaviour that they're on the lookout for. Considered burglary, but I don't see anywhere that would be an obvious target here. Prostitution, looks like a slow day for business, and I haven't got my best outfit on, to be honest. I'm going to go for dysfunctional behaviour / litter dropping. I haven't got much in the way of litter. I've got an old wine gums packet. I'll chuck this old wine gum packet, see if that makes a difference, but it's only going to blow away.
Gentlemen in the dark coloured jacket, gentlemen with the white shoes, kindly pick up the litter. Thank you.
I got it, and I stuck it to the man. And again, that's a double whammy. Yeah, it's a BBC.
What we're doing?
Yeah, see these CCTV cameras they put up?
That up there. What?
No. These are CCTV cameras they put up, and you know they've got speakers now, so they can talk to you from a control station. Have you heard about that?
No.
Do you think it's a good idea? So if they see anyone committing a crime... Exactly.
I want that then.
No, why not?
I want privacy. I don't want everybody to know my business and what I'm doing.
What about if it stops crime, though?
Will it?
Don't know.
I don't
They say it does.
Do you really?
That's what the police say.
Well, I don't know. I've never been mugged yet, so there's always plenty of time, isn't there? No, I don't agree with it, Big Brother.
The Middlesbrough scheme is now being extended to 20 cities across the UK. All these measures confirmed my fears that we were moving towards a Big Brother state. But to many, the proof of a free country is the absolute freedom to protest about the government. To say what you want, where you want, when you want. And to listen to Blair, you'd think that he values the right to protest just as much as we do.
You know, when I pass protesters every day at Downing Street, and believe me, you name it, they protest against it. I may not like what they call me, but I thank God that they can call me what they want to call me. That's freedom.
Blair made that speech in 2002, but just 3 years later, the government passed a new law called the Serious Organised Crime and Police Act. It drew a ring 1 kilometre around Parliament and said that anyone demonstrating inside that zone without police permission is committing a serious crime. I didn't want to run the risk, so I asked our lawyer, Henrietta, to give me a guided tour of the exclusion zone. Let's get this straight, that bit of pavement there, because that's on the road in the exclusion zone, it's illegal to protest there.
Without the permission of the police?
Without the permission of police, but here I can protest on this bit of pavement perfectly legally without anyone's permission.
The regime does not apply to this part of the pavement, no?
But I just have to walk over here. So let's get it straight. If I walk over here and shout anything that's vaguely political, like make love not war, for instance, you know, then I haven't got permission from the police, so I am actually breaking law. I'm a criminal at the moment for shouting that, right? I'm a criminal.
Because you're within the exclusion zone, you're a serious organised criminal.
I'm a serious organised criminal. What, like Tony Soprano or Don Corleone, just for shouting make love not war on that bit of drab pavement?
If you haven't got the permission of the police and it is a demonstration, it is an offence under the Serious Organised Crime and Police Act.
That's demented. Serious organised criminal. I mean, God knows I'd love to describe myself as a serious organised criminal because it sounds cool, but I'd rather have kneecapped someone rather than just shout a poxy slogan on a bit of pavement. The exclusion zone around Parliament all seemed a bit draconian to me, and some people reckon it was only brought in to get rid of one man, Brian Hoare, who'd been running a non-stop protest for 5 years. But ironically, he's the only person not affected by the ban, because his protest started before the new law was passed. So it's carry on protesting for Brian.
UK, genocide! And we the people say